They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. To the air, it's Morton. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns.
Well, you see the offense trying to hook up on that in route, but the receiver just not able to create enough separation to complete that throw.
So now it's second and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. To throw, it's Mateer. Under fire. With the catch, it's Burks. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on fourth down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off-play action. Caught over the middle. It's Virgil. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Bringing the heat. Running through contact. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I really like how the quarterback was just able to turn the page that time, right? On 1st down, he got sacked. Now it's 2nd, and it's long, and it's an obvious passing situation. A lot of guys would be worried they're going to get sacked again. Clock's going off. This guy was just poised. He saw a lane. He took off, and not only did he get a couple of yards, he picked up the 1st down. This guy needs to keep scrambling.
Here's the heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The Sooners decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. It's a seam wide open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Red Raiders have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Morton. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Got it in the middle, it's Joyner. Stumbled to the ground.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Red Raiders come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the 2nd half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Sooners will punt this one away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. it's Morton. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll immediately call timeout. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They punt it away on fourth down. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. That's reeled in. It's up.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Rush is on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, past the marker. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Took a shot as he threw. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Extending the play. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up. Back to pass, it's Morton. Snagged in the middle, it's Virgil. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sets up the screen. Oh, a lot of space. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play. Now setting up fourth down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. And moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one. Imagine how this outcome is going to impact social media this week. One side ready for a parade, the other ready to hit the panic button.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that ground.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Morton. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ott. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Unloads quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Sooners are flying down the field. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. There's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense doing its job again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground, forcing a third down situation, likely to be a pass. Both defenses have played a really good football game so far.
And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Back to throw, it's Morton. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Douglas. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
They booted away on fourth down. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll keep it himself. Powers through the defender. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man, it's Burks. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The Sooners have it with a first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's up. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play and they'll move the chains.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He'll do it himself. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Defense plays the option well. He's found a little success, but not much room this time.
Yeah, I wonder at this point, too, Reese, if he's just pressing a little bit too much. It's almost as if he's aware that he hasn't been able to hurt this defense with his legs so far, and now he's just trying to will it to happen, when maybe he should be giving the ball to somebody else based on what the defense is doing.
The Sooners need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Looking for an open area to his left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Dead center perfect to have taken the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. All of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. This drive will open from the 15. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to... Some more.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Eakin.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Back to throw, it's Morton. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll... First and goal. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Good timing on the quick out. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Gibson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. A run for the quarterback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Sooners come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Under fire. Throws toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
A shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that. They saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to pass. It's Morton. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got the first down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Here's a throw downfield late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.